People often tell me how much they dislike going to meetings. But I'd like to draw a distinction between what I call big M meetings in organisations and little m meetings. Now, big M meetings are quite important. And because they're quite important, we go to a lot of trouble to make sure we get the right people in the room so that we get buy-in. And then we generally worry about whether the venue is prestigious enough, so quite often we spend quite a bit of money on that. Of course, now that we're getting so many important people in the room and we've spent so much money on the venue, we start to become concerned about controlling the agenda to make sure the right things happen. And with that in mind, we're quite likely to want to see everybody's presentations in advance. And we become more and more obsessed with controlling the outcome of this meeting, which, as a result, becomes rather inflated. And suddenly we're rather conscious of the danger that a small pinprick might lead to something quite alarming. And sometimes this level of anxiety means that the meeting actually becomes rather painful and soul-sucking. And of course, there's a great danger that it will just completely fail to live up to expectations. I sometimes say that rather paradoxically, it's our efforts to make meetings effective that make them ineffective. When we try too hard to make meetings too important, we actually get in our own way. Now, small m meetings are the chance encounters between one human being and another that make up our daily lives. And in fact, under the cover of the big meeting, there are actually lots of opportunities for those small m meetings to take place. They're more informal, they're more conversational, they're more intimate. And often a lot more is achieved in organisations in those small m meetings than in the big M ones. So perhaps we need to give those a bit more attention. Thanks for listening.